Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of One Shift at a Time. Of course, I'm your host, Shane. I hope you're having a good one, and today we're going to be diving into the CFL, and we're going to do some CFL logo rankings. After a one-year hiatus, the CFL is back this year. They're looking to kick off September, so let's kick it off right away. With number 9, we have the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I mean, this is just super underwhelming, isn't it? It's just a big capital W. I think in the old days, you used to at least have a football flying across with some streaks on it, so it looked football-y at least a little bit, but just capital W. They should have maybe borrowed from their hockey counterparts a bit there, having a jet, maybe a bomber, something like that. Something a little bit more than a W would earn it probably a higher space in this list than last, but that's where we are. Number 8, we have the Montreal Alouettes. And they're just slightly better. They do have that M shaped a bit like maybe a bird. I don't know what the heck it is. It's in the middle, but at least it's got some sort of design aspect to it. It's not just a letter. That little bird thingy in the middle does represent, and the name, the Alouettes. It harkens back to the original. It honors the 425th Squadron of the Royal Canadian Air Force, which was the Royal Canadian Air Force's first all French Canadian squadron. So I mean, it is cool that they are celebrating that. I just think a better logo could be done here as well. Number 7, we have the Ottawa Redblacks. Now, if we were going to be ranking the worst names in all of sports, I think this is number 1. What a silly name. You literally just have two colors, you smashed them together. Everything I can see doesn't have anything for the reasoning besides the Rough Riders. The old squadron in America used to use red and black as their colors, but then they went red-black. Very strange. Anyway, we're not going to get sidetracked on logos. I don't know. It's a saw blade. It's kind of cool. It does seem that their in-game entertainment does seem to revolve around lumberjacks a lot. I don't know if that's a still supporter or just that they do that. I know red and black makes sense for lumberjack clothing too. I don't know. The whole thing is a mess, but I mean, at least their logo is better than a W or an M with a bird in the middle, right? Then that's going to bring us on to number 6. We have the Saskatchewan Roughriders. This is the surviving of the two Rough Rider teams. And yes, in case you're new to the NFL team, there was 9 teams in the CFL division, and 2 of them had to have the same name because it's very, very hard to come up with names for football teams, I guess. As for the logo, this is right down the middle, as where kind of, it's okay. It's got the S. It's got those things on the side. I think the things that look like wheat, they're kind of representing the prairies where Saskatchewan's from. So again, it's not horrible, and I do like all the logos from here on. So that will bring us to number 5, and this is the newest logo off the rack. See what I did there? Rack and Elks. We have the Edmonton Elks. I definitely do like this logo. It's gonna have to be, for me, I have to see it in action and on the field to give it a fair go. So I did put it right in the middle right now, but I think it is a good logo. It's got good shape, maybe a little reminiscence of the gun company Bowring's logo, Bowing. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, as I'm not a big gun guy myself, but I do hope they keep the double E logo maybe as a shoulder patch. Really did like that old logo, but I can understand that they wanted a fresh slate, so they went through it all. But I think it'd be really nice if they did keep that as a shoulder logo. Again, it's just really clean. It's clear. It definitely shows what they are, and again, I can't wait to see them live in the field. Number 4, the Calgary Stampeders. Again, all the last 4 logos are great. I like all these, including the Elks. We'll throw them in there. All these last 5 logos, really good. I love it. It's clean, it's simple, it's just white, it's got the horse. And I like the way that when they do score a touchdown, they have the horse running down the side of the field. They got the flag, very reminiscent of the logo. It just all works together. It's very nice the way they've done it all. Great symmetry. Then we have number 3, the BC Lions. I gotta love this one. I love the way they incorporate the letters of the province of BC there with the lion head popping up. Also, is this one of the only female lions in all of sports? I don't really know what the decision on behind it was, but it kind of looks cool to be different like that. Most lions we see in sports, of course, have the big mane trying to represent being the king of the jungle there. So a little different, kind of neat. Number 2, the other cats of this CFL. Now those ones are, of course, the Tiger Cats. Hamilton Tiger Cats. These ones, I mean, they hold a special place in my heart as they were my grandfather's team. My Opa really loved them, and a little bit of that love may have rubbed off on me, but I think it's a great logo. I love how the cat is in like mid-attack form, like he's about to pounce. Great logo. In a, lots of cat logos in all the sports, and I think it's one of the best cat logos of all sports. So really great. And my number one favorite, got to give it out to the Toronto Argonauts. They're probably my least favorite team, but again, you got to give it to them. This is a really good logo. It is, of course, based on the Greek myth, Jason and the Argonauts, where they were trying to get the golden fleece off the Greek ship Argo, I believe, something like that. I'm not hugely up on my Greek mythology, but that is the gist of it. Originally, the Argonauts were taken by the Toronto Athletic Rowing Club. It makes a lot of sense, rowing, and the Argonauts, which had the paddles and oars coming out the side of the boat. But in that same year after they formed the Argonaut Rowing Club, they actually formed the Argonaut Football Club. Unbelievably, that is the sports team in North America with the longest continuous use of the same name. A CFL team. Wouldn't have guessed that. Definitely wouldn't have guessed that. But again, the blue on blue is really unique. You don't see that in a lot of sports. And blue is definitely the color of all Toronto's Major League sports teams. So you got the Blue Jays, you got the Maple Leafs, and you got the Argonauts. I guess only the Raptors shirked the blue there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are coming up on the season here real quick. I believe it begins the first week of August. I do hope to get a power rankings video out for the league. I'm not going to do it before it starts, as they didn't have a season last year, and it is really kind of hard to keep track of these CFL players. It's not like the NFL where they have cameramen behind them all the time. So I'm going to wait till after week 1, and once football is underway, we'll start the weekly power rankings. Hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit that like, the subscribe button. I really appreciate the new subscribers that have been coming in lately. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys have a great one, and we'll see you in the next episode.